What's up, everybody? Welcome to our new show. You're here with your boy Mark, aka New Groove. I'm here with my main man.
You know how it is, your main player partner, Young Bourdain, aka Martin. How you doing, Mark? How you doing, bro?
I'm living life. I'm doing well. I want to welcome everybody to the first episode of our new show called High Efficiency.
Your one-stop shop to a higher self, man.
Preach. Woo.
That's what it is, man. High efficiency. It is living life to the max. It is being better than we were yesterday. The constant pursuit of those small strides that we take in our everyday lives to be better for tomorrow. It's thinking long term. It's a balance of those healthy habits. Now, what do these healthy habits consist of, Mark?
Yeah, we've put together what we call our core 4 pillars of aspects of our everyday life that we think everybody needs to be considering in order to be operating at high efficiency. And that's really what the show is going to center around. So the first pillar that we have in store for you, it is my personal favorite. It's all about securing the bag. It is personal finance. That's the first pillar.
Yeah. Looking out for the bag, we get professional development, our second pillar.
And after professional development, our third is health and fitness. You know you got to keep your body right, keep your mind right in order to keep everything moving and flowing.
And lastly, but most importantly, we got personal development, man. Be better. Be better. So why do we want to do this? We're doing this because we want to share the knowledge that we've collected over the past couple years trying to make ourselves better. We want to let you in our journey and share it with you and watch you grow with us as we become better in every single one of these categories and together. So maybe you're an expert, but you can still learn something. We're going to make high efficiency your one-stop shop to a higher self.
Exactly. And you might be wondering who we are targeting with this type of series. Well, we're targeting people in the same boat as us, right? So Martin and I, we're both 24 young professionals trying to make the most of our 20s, and the habits that we develop in our 20s are really going to set the course for the rest of our lives. So we're targeting anybody. You could even be as young as high school, thinking about college, or maybe thinking about a trade school, some of the other different directions you could go into. You could be in college trying to look out for that transition. How do I land a job? How do I secure myself after college? What does that look like? You could be in the same exact boat as us, where you've gone to college, finished that, now you have a job, but you're still looking for ways just to set up the rest of your life, and you're wondering what are the changes that you should be considering and making now in order to do so. Maybe you're even in your early 30s and you've gotten some of these pieces of the puzzle together, but you haven't put it all together yet, and you want to know what else you could be doing in order to be operating at your highest self. So whatever the case may be, that's what we are here for, and that's who we're trying to broadcast this message to.
All right, New Groove, that was fresh. But let me backtrack and give our viewers an idea of where we're coming from. I'm going to start. I was born in Mexico, and I moved to the U.S. when I was 9. Since I was young, I see my family grind, instilling in me the desire to be better. I moved around a lot through the U.S. I went through a couple of different states, lived in 9 different states, but I ended up studying in Penn State, where I actually met your boy, New Groove. We was killing it out there, huh? We was fresh. Together, we talked about goals, about reaching our future goals, about being dreamers and turning that into doers. Now, after college, I got an amazing opportunity to work in India, and this really started instilling me my personal and professional development. That was the little golden nugget that life gave me, and I took that opportunity. Now, currently, I'm a process engineer. I work in manufacturing, and I just want to tie all my desires to be better in professionally, in my career, personally, myself, financially, because I love getting that bag and I want to know how to manage it, and in my health and fitness. So that's a little bit about myself, Mark. Now tell the people who you is.
All right, Martin, let me give the people a little bit about myself. So didn't move around as much as you. I was born and raised in Philly, went to high school in the inner city, and then eventually made my way over to Penn State, where I linked up with Martin. And the first of the pillars that really came into my life, Martin can attest to this, was health and fitness. So when we were linked up the first time at the beginning of Penn State, not gonna lie, I was obese. I was definitely very overweight.
My
And
move was a little thick boy, CK, not CC, so you know what I'm talking about.
exactly. So I definitely wanted to get myself right, get myself looking right, feeling more confident. And I really just started grinding at the gym, and my path on health and fitness has been an up and down struggle, has been for a lot of us, but it's really shaped the person I am today. While I was at Penn State, I majored in biomedical engineering and was really intense into research. So I got the opportunity to have research conferences all across the nation, kind of presenting my work and things like that. And that's where the professional development really came into play for me. All throughout Penn State, I had a number of opportunities that presented themselves due to my networking and knowing people and establishing that network. And so that's why I see the importance of that. Even the job that I have now was possible by the networking that I did while I was at Penn State. So then following coming out of Penn State, I now work as a software salesman selling simulation software, really cool stuff. And that's where the personal finance and also personal development came into play for me. Started making more money than I've ever seen before in my life. And I wanted to know the best place to put it, where I should be investing in, how much I should be saving, if I should be getting X, Y, and Z done now so that I can set myself up for, financial stability in the future. And we're at the point now where we're at the crossroads of all these different aspects, and we're starting to see the picture come together. So we want to bring you guys along on the journey that we are having as we pursue the better selves and apply what we're telling you guys in all four of these pillars here. And it's really played a major and critical role in our lives to the persons that we are now and who we strive to be in the future.
That's facts, Mark. I love that. And one thing I really want to emphasize is we want to share our journey with you, not only where we're going, but where we've been, and really focus on those losses. The wins are great, and we can talk about them all day, but I think it's in the losses. And Mark, I know you can speak to this. It's in the losses where we really learn the most. We break them down, we analyze them to be better. So I'm going to break it down how this is going to work. Each episode will dive into a topic that is in these four core pillars. And we're going to tie the pillars up into them and talk about how we personally have implemented, how you should be doing it, and how we like to go about it. Now, I think there's something important we should tell the people, Mark.
Yes. Another thing we want to emphasize is that we are by no means experts in right? So I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a personal finance coach. None of those. So we're not experts, but we have experience implementing the strategies that we're going to be sharing with you. And like we've been saying, it's a journey. We're on this journey right now, but we want to share the things we've done so far that is getting us started and putting us in the right place. And we want you guys to come along for the rest of the way with us. So it's going to be a lot of personal development for us and hopefully for you guys too. And in addition to that, we're also going to be pointing you in a direction where you can learn more from experts or expert material within each of these topics. So we're going to bring up a couple topics each week that's going to relate to a couple of the different core four pillars. And we're going to give you a brief intro, talk about what it is, how you should be implementing, how we've implemented it so far. But then on top of that, we're always going to have a professional resource to guide you to, whether it's an article, a textbook, even a YouTube video, somebody who does this for a living. So we're going to give you the intro. We're going to show you where you can learn more. Or if you want, you can always comment down below and tell us to go into a deeper dive on one of the topics that we brought up. And we'd be happy to get that content to you guys.
Absolutely. We want to connect with y'all and let y'all have a voice too. We're going to do this together. Now, here's a little taste, just a little snippet of what's in store. Mark, let me hit it. Let you hit it with the first topic. What's in store with finance? What are we going to be talking about? What are we going to address?
Absolutely. So with personal finance, there's a lot that we need to consider, right? So we're going to be covering the basics, starting from budgeting, how to track your money. Where's your money coming in? Where is it going? Where are there opportunities for you to be saving more, investing more, all different types of things, right? We're gonna be talking about eliminating debt. A lot of us coming out of college are very concerned with that, and we're making really big purchases, whether it's a car or a house, and we need to get that financed. So we're gonna be talking about eliminating debt. We're gonna be talking about how to save, what portion of your money you should be aiming to save and where you should put it. We're also going to be talking about investing, right? Using your money as a vehicle to make money. I always love to say that the best way to make money is to have money. So we're gonna be talking a lot about different investment strategies, whether it's retirement accounts like a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA, a bunch of these different strategies so that you can be making money with the money that you already have. In addition to that, we're also gonna be talking about establishing credit, which is really important, and how to leverage credit cards, right? So credit cards should be a tool that you use to make more money for yourself, believe it or not. I know they get a bad rep. Talking about how to use credit cards, talking about diversifying your income, right? You may have a straight 9-to-5 job, but what are you doing with the other, say, 18 hours in the day, right? Talking about diversifying your income, having multiple streams of income, how you can set that up, and most importantly, having passive streams of income, right? So even when you're not working yourself, your money is working for you, and that's passive income. We're gonna be talking about all these different topics and more in our personal finance pillar. And next we have professional development. What topics do we have in store for them in that, Martin?
Man, we get the bag, right? But how do we use it? Where do we go get another bag? Where they at? Where they're hiding? This is going to be all about securing new opportunities. Whatever it is you're doing, whether you're working, whether you're in college, whether you're in high school, whatever it might be, it's going to be about looking out for yourself. How can you make the best next movement? It's like chess, man. We got to think 5 steps ahead to really reach our goal. Staying relevant. All about your professional development, man. Seeking new bags. So we got the bag. We got a couple new bags. Now, what's next? What are we trying to do next?
Right, and so in addition to all that, we got to make sure that we keep the money maker working, right? We're going to talk about health and fitness, how to keep your body moving, how to stay active. So I've had to learn the hard way. I've had a lot of ups and downs on my fitness journey, but I've discovered a lot of keys, a lot of gems that we're going to be sharing with you. And the first and most important thing that comes with health and fitness is a proper diet and proper nutrition. That is number one, and you cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot out-train a bad diet. So we're gonna be talking all about diet, how to make sure you're getting the proper nutrition, right? Whether that's tracking calories, whether it's looking at the different macros that you're putting, making sure you're getting the right supplements, the right nutrients, all these different things that go into holistic nutrition. And we've been experimenting. We've had to, learn some hard lessons, but we definitely have a plan and we know what's most important when it comes to setting up that diet. But in addition to that, right, nothing better to supplement a healthy diet with than proper activity. We're going to be talking about working out. I know Martin and I, we hit the gym frequently. So how to structure a workout, how to make sure that you don't get injured, right? So this is something that I had to suffer from. I was having poor form and I was doing high risk activities that caused me to have some injuries over the course, and it really set me back on my path of health and fitness. So talking about working out, proper form, and how to implement a good workout strategy. So all of that ties into health and fitness, and you got to make sure that your body is in motion, keep the body and the brain moving. That's what we're going to be talking about. And what's final on our core 4 pillars, what we have in store?
To tie it all in, a pillar that is so important, I think it brings all the other core pillars and is a keystone, and that is personal development. You got multiple bags coming, you know what to do with them, you look good, you feel right, but how do you do all this? How do you manage all this? This is where personal development comes in. You can have all types of goals, but if you don't have a plan, then it's just a pipe dream. Then you're just lying to yourself. It's making the most out of your time. It's managing yourself. It's being productive. It's taking care of your mentals, creating those healthy habits, living for tomorrow, not today, man. Now, we gave you an idea of who we are, why we're doing this, who we're trying to reach, and what we're doing. But we cannot leave you hanging with nothing to take home today. We've got our first lesson in living the high efficient life. right now, and that is, what is that, Mark? What's our resource of the day?
We have our resource of the day. And really, when we're talking about high efficiency and all these topics that we want to get into, it really boils down to a balance of healthy habits, right? It's a bunch of habits that we want you to implement in your everyday life in order to reach your higher self. So our first and only resource of today's episode is actually a book that Martin read first. He passed over to me. It's had some great changes in my life. It is called The Power of Habit. So Martin, why don't you tell them a little bit about what's in store for them if they read this book and why we're recommending it to everybody on our very first episode.
Power of Habit. It's an amazing book. I bought it as a professional personal development book, but I did not know it was so highly entertaining. Power of Habit does a wonderful job of explaining habits, not only through yourself as a person, but also examples, real world examples of teams, organizations that have looked into habits and how they can restructure their habits to perform at the highest levels. It talks about psychology. It talks about human nature, and is a powerful book. It's truly amazing, and it's pretty funny, if I might say.
Yeah, all that and more. Some of the biggest takeaways that I have from this book, being a researcher by trade, I'm always interested in the science behind it, and that's what I really found enjoyable about this book. It actually goes into the science of how our brain functions and what it looks like to rewire or to structure new habits, right? And so one of the things that I've learned is that the more that we do an activity, it actually requires less brain power each time we perform it, right? So somebody who's been habitually going to the gym for years doesn't even really have to think about getting up and going to the gym. It's just autonomous for them, right? So we learned about how habits form in the brain and the triggers, the cues, the cravings, all of what goes into that habit life cycle or that habit cycle, and talks about the science behind how to rewire your brain or how to form new habits. And I think when it comes to everything we're talking about, it's really a balance of healthy habits. And this book is a great way to figure out how to actually implement those habits that we've all been trying to do for a while now. So this is our resource for the day. Definitely go check it out if you guys want to be along on this journey for us, or if any of you guys had trouble, starting a new habit and being consistent and continuous with it. It's been a great book for me. One of the things that it's helped me do is now I'm able to consistently wake up in the morning and go to the gym versus just finding whenever time that I could, whether it's in the evening, the afternoon. And that inconsistency led me to not be as habitual with the gym as I would like to. But now I'm able to wake up every morning, go to the gym, and it's all thanks to knowing how to rewire, reprogram my brain into making that a healthy habit that sticks.
That's true. It's a wonderful book. Y'all got to check it out. Now, we got a lot in store. High Efficiency got so much coming for y'all. We're going to be dropping content every Sunday and maybe a couple tidbits here and there as we see us grow, as we see this channel grow. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a journey of personal, professional development, growth. It's going to be a blast. We want y'all to do it right here with us. It's going to be amazing.
It is. I can't wait to get started, you guys. So please be sure to subscribe and to like this video if you want to be on this journey with us. We're going to be busting out a lot of content. If there's anything specific you want us to talk about, feel free to comment out below, because we'll do the research for you. We'll point you in the right direction. We'll let you know what we uncover. We'll tell you what we've done so far, what we're doing next, and it's going to be a great ride for all of us. So with that, we'll see you guys in our next episode. New Groove is out of here.